Constantine, who's sidekick taken as a boss. That's mainly because otherwise it's not gonna fit. I need to cut down 100 funding from him. And Constantine is being taken because Constantine casts magic, and magic is OP. Same reason for Zatanna. Zatanna and Constantine are both together my main offensive cannons. They're doing plenty of blood damage, and they're doing it very efficiently. Azrael is a counter to magicians because he's an acrobat. He has a Kevlar vest which reduces the effectiveness of spells because every single time he reduces damage by 1. Guard number 2, an assault rifle, and a patrol training. Patrol training gives him undercover, which lets me deploy after the enemy objectives and mainly after the enemy models, so I can see where I can get a pingless line of sight. Other 2 models is Arkham Guard number 1 and the Lady Cop. Arkham Guard number 1 has nothing on him, and he's just taken as a main objective runner, and Lady Cop has a whistle because that's all she can do. She can whistle and she can go into defense.
Right, this is my crew. This is the Arkham Knight Sniper, Militia Brute 1, and that's the new high security. Militia Lieutenant 2, Will Shots. The point of this crew, hopefully, is to be an anti-magic crew. You can do at least 10 blood between Zatanna and Constantine. And that, if you look at anybody in this board, you can see that, they can at least take 1 dude out straight at the start. The things that mitigate that are the Kevlar vest will help. So if he tries to take on Arkham Knight Sniper, then it'll do half the amount of damage it should do, because each time it goes through, it'll only do 1 blood instead of 2. And the other thing I've got is of course, Arkham Knight Sniper, who is pretty good. He has the ability to throw smoke grenades on himself and other people. Of course, blind. I've got 2 options of having smoke grenades here. Both of them could potentially cause issues for magic users. Because they're blind and they can't draw a line of sight. A lot of their spells need line of sight, so that can potentially cause problems. I've got the Nth Medallion on high security. I've got the grapple gun on a Militia Brute. Potentially he's taken out a dude quite quickly. That's the aim, but, magic, so you'll see. And then finally I've got hidden magazines on AK Sniper. So this is round 1, and we've just set up. We're playing Skirmish, which is 8 inches on either side. All of the objectives go into the deployment zones. As you can see, I've set up, if you can point out for me, Martin, where the sewers are in the game. And the lampposts?
And the lampposts are 1, 2, and 3 normal ones, and 1, 2, and 3 really bright ones.
Great. Can you point out where your objectives are?
My objectives are all set up in this area of 2 of those, medical supplies, an ammo crate, and a bat signal.
And can you point out my objectives?
And your objectives are a Titan, medical supplies, and an ammo crate.
All right, can you go through each of your crew and where they are at the moment as well? Just point them out for us.
On the right flank, trying to kind of guard the right side from the guy with the hidden is Constantine. Zatanna and Azrael on the other side with 2 cops running for objectives, and assault rifle 18 inches away from the Arkham Knight.
And I've got, if you can point out when I say them, the Arkham Knight, who's sitting quite high up, ready to shoot down on the 3 guys on that side. We've got the high security, which is on the right-hand side. He's got the Nth Medallion, so he's covering and protecting, hopefully, from magic, even though Martin, the whole time I've played him, has never once failed one of his magic rolls. Next to him, we've got Lieutenant 1 with the smoke grenades. Then we've got Lieutenant 2 with handy electronic baton, and then Militia Brute 1 with the electric batons and grapple gun. And finally, on the side there in the centre, we've got a dead Will Shots, who is, unfortunately, I failed 3 rolls of a 4+, and he is not coming in as reinforcements. so that was wasted. But it can be very good. It has happened before, and you can jump in their face and shoot them on turn 2. It's round 1. Martin's going to pull out the dice. Martin is blue.
You're green.
And I'm green.
That's you.
Hey, so that's good. I think we might see this character go in first. So this is my setup for the first turn. This is Martin's setup for the first turn. So my first activation, I'm going to activate Arkham Knight Sniper. He's going to shoot directly at Zatanna, hopefully doing some damage. He'll need 4 pluses, and then he's going to throw a smoke bomb, which will blow up this lamppost automatically, and leave a smoke counter there, hopefully blocking that guy's also rifle from shooting my guys down at the bottom. So I get 3 shots.
Forced to hit Zatanna.
Forced to hit Zatanna. This is how the game's going to go.
Right, 1
So
hit.
that is 1 hit.
No pings because of scope.
No pings.
2 plus to do.
Unfortunately, she's not an acrobat.
Gets her
3
with
bloods.
triple blood.
That was Arkham Knight Sniper rapid firing his 2-shot weapon as well for 1.
She'll drop single point of defense.
That drops her down to 1 single point. Drops her down 1 single point defense. And then he's going to throw his smoke grenades. It's an auto-hit smoke grenade. It does 1 stun, so it'll automatically take out and replace that with an explosion template, which is a smoke template.
Arkham Guard is going to spend 2 counters of movement and is going to move 8. Basic 4 and 2. Swap 2. And then a 4. And then he's going to probably not go any further than that. He's going to try to stay where he is. Not touching the sewer. That's him. He's going to crouch because he has nothing better to do.
I'm activating Militia Lieutenant 2. He's going to shift his way up to the edge just before the explosion template so it's not blind. Making sure he's outside of line of sight of that dude over there. Not that he can see him anyway. And he's going to use Follow Me to give everyone else around him an extra movement counter.
The police woman will spend 2 counters and she's going to leg it another 8. 4. That's just about all she can do.
I'm activating Militia Lieutenant 1. He's going to move himself to next to where Militia Lieutenant 2 is, and he's going to kill them onto the other 2 guys around him.
Arkham Guard 2 is going to spend 2 movement, 1 to jump down and 1 to add movement. He's going to move 7 and a bit inches, so he's going to move effectively 6 like that. And he's going to fall up to 2 inches down, which is going to suffer a stun. And he will try to pass a movement check
On top of the building.
not to actually be knocked down. He is knocked down.
I'm activating High Security Prisoner. He's going to move up to where that dice is. It's already pre-magicked. And he's going to stand there and wait to be magicked half to death. We'll see how that goes. Also, he's 13 inches, over 13 inches away from Choppy. Azrael. So making sure he'll survive at least 1 turn of Azrael chopping him up.
Azrael is gonna roll for the bipolar, and he's gonna get additional counter because it's even, which means absolutely nothing. Actually, he's gonna allocate it into special. In fact. Right. He's gonna throw the Gauntlet of Thorns. The high security henchman? No. Actually, no. Defense 3. Defense 3. He's gonna miss.
Yeah, so 3.
And afterwards, he's gonna move 7 of his normal movement. And he's gonna manipulate the Titan to grab the Titan dose.
Militia Brute, and he's going to move up in between these guys. He's at the moment got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 inches. And that's easy. If you've got the 10-inch marker, and I should have pre-measured it. You can easily get in between those two, I think. Yep. So he's going to move his way just so he'll be able to be within 4 inches of this guy, and this guy to gain all the buffs that he can possibly get, and also potentially get pings. From the droplets. Ooh. A mild change of plan. He's going to go behind here to gain the pings.
Zatanna's going to activate. She's going to spend 3 counters of her movement. He's going to move. She's going to move an inch. Another 3, 5, 8, 10, standing behind the lady. More importantly, more than 16 inches away from the Arkham sniper. She's going to then proceed to cast spells.
Where are you going to roll? Is it on the top? Yeah.
First spell she's going to cast is going to be Restoration. Restoration is cast 11. For her, it automatically happens. She's going to remove the knockdown from the boy in range. By the way, so write that. Afterwards, she's going to give herself rerolls, hopefully, with the Precognition. Precognition is cast 14, and it happens.
Oi, oi, oi.
Alright, and then Magical Healing, the last one, it costs 3 as there are cards, and she's going to try to heal herself. She does, and she heals 1 blood.
So I'm going to activate Deadshot last, and after a few deliberations, I was thinking about jumping in a sewer just behind Constantine's head, but I decided this is a pretty cagey game, so I'm going to be cagey, and I'm just going to move him around to cause problems around Martin's objectives for next turn.
Right, Constantine is going to heal Zatanna, spending 3 out of his 4, needing 4, so he's fine. She heals a single blood, and then he jumps into the sewer.
Leaving Zatanna on 1 blood.
On 1.
So this is how it looks at the end of the first round. Very cagey round. Slowly move forwards. Mine, I think, was a little bit scared of Willshot until that last moment. We've got an interesting turn of events at the start of the next turn. Who goes first will mean whether Willshot gets a shot at Constantine or Constantine will get his own back at Willshot. Round 2 draw. Mine, whenever you're ready. I can't see what it is. Tell me, Martin.
It's green, it's you.
It's me. This is amazing. This is a setup for round 2. Me going first. I have 1 victory point. Martin has none because of the back seat. This is Martin's setup for round 2. Willshot. He's going to move himself into 6 inches, which is pre-measured to the edges there, so he can see. Actually, Martin will do it for me. Thank you, Martin. I'll shift him around into as good vision as he can get. Thank you. He's going to do bullet time. He's going to fire everything he's got. Mr. Constantine. So I need. I'm going to use my guns and custom MG. So all the big guns I got 4 shots. On 3s because I reduced his defense by 1. +1 to hits. Thank you, Martin. Oh my word.
We like that.
That's not a good start. We don't want any of those misses.
No pings with the shooter.
Oh, sorry, don't count those. 2 went through, didn't they? Okay, we like that though. So that is a total of, that was 2 blood, 2 stun.
2 blood, 2 stun.
And
the
knockdown. 2 blood, 2 stun, knockdown. Because it's a knockdown, doesn't affect shooting, does it?
No, it doesn't.
And he gets his custom MGs. 3 shots. Now I need these. These are all the bloods. So these are hitting on 3s again. Come on. We've got 2 of that. That's averages. And 2s. And I'll have that as well.
You're going to take 4 blood.
That's another 4 blood. And you're not down for a second time. Not that that matters.
He's going to go KO.
He's knocked out.
Azrael's gonna go. He's gonna go roll for the bipolar. He gets additional counter because why wouldn't he? He's gonna go for 4 in attack. He's gonna spend his 4. And as it was pre-measured, last round he's just gonna jump right over there.
In the back.
Because he's gonna jump for free because he's an acrobat. He's fast acrobat and he's just murdering him. He's gonna drop 4 attacks onto him.
Are you gonna roll them into here, huh?
I'm gonna try to swap the die, try and my counters. Alright. Let's try not to have a terrible roll. Force to hit.
Force to hit.
3
Oh
hits.
my word.
3 hits. Blocks.
2 blocks.
Right. 5 to block.
Come on, the
Because of
fives.
Titan.
He's blocked 1.
Block 1, so 2 through.
I'll have that.
And 2 plus with sharp. So that's 4 blood and
Down to-
so 3 blood down to 4 down.
Yeah,
4
4
blood
down
down
to-
to 3
4
to
blood.
kill their best and a knockdown.
4 blood down to 3 and a knockdown. So Militia Lieutenant 2 will activate. He'll do follow me and move up to where that dice is. Pre-measured.
Golden policewoman is gonna spend 2 of her movement tokens. She's gonna move 8 inches. More or less towards Arkham Knight. And she's gonna whistle him down.
Militia Lieutenant 1, he's going to sidle his way. Well, first of all, he's going to shoot the cop, and then he's going to move himself within 4 inches of the other dude to gain the nth magic medallion bonuses. Before he does that, he's actually going to kill them as well at the same time onto his friend. So 2, 3 dice. Yep, 3 dice. Hitting on 3s. That's
Cocked.
3s.
2 hits.
That's 2 hits. And 2s. Oh, like an idiot.
You like that?
That's 1 miss. That's 1 hit. That's 1 blood, 1 stun. That would have been nice if I got both of
And a
those.
stun for just a scratch.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, and stun for just a scratch.
Zatanna is gonna activate. She's gonna move her single additional counter, so she's gonna move her 6. And then she's gonna triplet, which is 15 to cast, which for her is a 6, which is cast. And she's gonna make the entire movement like so. Afterwards, she's gonna hover and then make a distort magic. Distort magic can be within 4, so it's gonna be like so. And she's gonna then cast Magic Bolt on that shot, which is his defense of 4 plus 9, which needs a 4. Cast does double blood, but because of his Kevlar vest, just a single one. And finally, she's gonna spend 2 of her action attack counters to make 2 ranged attacks with her pyrokinetic bolts on the dead shot. The dead shot is forced to hit. Misses both times. Terrible.
There's no bonus for that, is there?
There is nothing for that.
So off camera, I just rolled a 2 for the pings against Zatanna's
Pyro bolt,
her
kinetic
ranged
bolts.
attack. Yeah.
Right. So which now rolling the red one is a collateral damage, which actually damages it.
Militia Brute. He's going to jump his way with his black claw onto the top of that roof. He's going to move to this point here. And he's going to use his range 3 to attack Azrael at the top of the building. And hopefully do some serious damage to Mr. Azrael. He has 4 attacks. Azrael at the moment is on Titan, but he is being outnumbered because knockdown still counts. And he hits you on 4s with rerolls. Cops, anyway. And then rerolls. So that's 3 hits. No blocks. And he wounds you on 3s because of mechanical. That would be all the wounds and the knockdown. So that's a total of 6 stun and knockdown.
Down to 5. Arkham Guard with Assault Rifle is going to shoot that shot 3 times because he can see him due to the lamppost being right next to him.
On 4s.
Hits him once.
That's 1 ping. On a 4+. That is a ping.
Afterwards, he's going to spend 2 of his movement counters and he's going to leg it.
He has one hell of a turn. He's going to move himself and automatically stand up because he's an acrobat. He's going to move to here so he can push. He has 1 attack at the moment. Azrael is on Titan, but he is being outnumbered.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
He's not being outnumbered. I have to base him. So he's not being outnumbered because range doesn't count. So I'm going to roll a 5, and then if I hit, so I need to roll a 5, and then I need to roll a 6.
No,
4. Okay, here we go. I need to roll a 5 and then a 4. Oh, that was nearly a 5.
It was nearly a 5.
But I'm just pointing out a very important point. He was knocked down. That is a hit. Unbelievable. Now all I need to do is roll
4+.
a 4+
damage, and then the length of the collateral.
Oh my words!
That is cocked.
Oh, he's going to cock me. He's getting me. He's pushing it. Oh!
5 inches.
Oh, he's down.
So effectively, in essence, so 5 is divided by 2, so it's 2 inches back. Right? He's going to drop him down, which is right there. Yep. But because he cannot be placed there, there's the closest place where he can be placed, which is there, which is more than 8, which should probably kill him now. Arkham Guard number 1 is going to spend a special and a movement counter. He's going to move into sewer, manipulate it, and jump through the board. That's his activation done.
Right, last activation is high security prisoner who will sidle up to the cop and slice her up good. He's going to move to base. Keep within 4 just in case there's shenanigans happening. And then I'm going to roll a total of. He has 4 attacks, if I remember rightly. So I get another 2. So that's 4, 5, 6. Hitting you on 3s. Oh my word, that's a lot of 1s.
Right. And then wounding on 4s.
Wounding on 4s with rerolls.
She has nothing in block. She has nothing at all.
4s with rerolls. Good job I've got rerolls. Oh my word.
We love that.
That is terrible. The score at the end of round 2 is 8-2 to me, to Arkham Knight Sniper. Round 3, Martin, whenever you're ready, pull the dice. It's going to be mine. I know it's going to be mine. The chances are against me.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. That's the setup for round 3. This is Martin's setup for round 3.
Right, Zatanna is right there. First of all, she's going to spend a single movement to do distort magic, so that shot is not going to get any cover. Right.
Yep.
And then he's going to start casting spells. First of all, she's going to go with Eldritch Bolt. She's going to spend 4 magic counters to do this, and she's going to cast Eldritch Bolt for him. The difficulty for that is 10 plus the target defense, which is 14, which she needs a 5. Gets it?
She's going to dodge.
How is he going to dodge? He has no dodge.
He has dodge.
No, he doesn't.
Doesn't he?
No.
I'm sure he had dodge.
No.
It's the other one that's got dodge.
It's the other one.
Ah, he's not going to dodge.
Right,
We'll cut that.
which means he suffers 4 blood down to 3 because of Kevlar vest.
Suffers 4 blood down to 3.
Down to 3.
3, so 6.
6 out of 8. Right, then she's gonna cast a magic bolt for 2. Casting it on a 4. You can actually start rolling right there. Oh. Which she gets. Which he suffers another 2 blood, which is down to 1 because of Kevlar vest. Leaving him on a 1. Right, and because she has nothing better to do, she will walk. Because I really want to kill him. She's gonna spend 1.2 of movement to hover at the end of the movement, and then she's gonna move 6 somewhere. If I can find my measure. 4, 6. And she's gonna shoot some firebolt on him.
Where are you going to roll?
Rate of fire 2 because they're thrown. Hits him once, no pings. Which is automatic just a scratch, which will put him down. I don't really care, I can roll damage. Which is no damage. But it's just a single stun which will KO him.
Yep, KO'd.
That means he's gonna burn, and he suffers.
Yeah, he's gonna suffer
the third fire mark.
And he will die at the end of the round.
And he will die.
Militia Lieutenant number 2 will activate. He's going to sidle his way up to the cop to outnumber. And he's going to punch 4 shots. Oh, before he did that, he's going to kill them to all the people around. Follow me to all the people around him. So I'll give them an extra dice in movement. And he has 4 shots in total.
2
because you're outnumbered. And rerolls. That's all of them.
Right, she's gonna try to block. She's gonna reroll the block because of defensive. She's gonna block 2-1.
Yeah, his attack's full. And that's 3 go through. And then wounding on 3s because of mechanical. Oh my word, it's a crit, so that's 3 stun, that's enough.
That is enough, that will push her down.
And that puts her down.
She was 2 stuns away.
2 stuns away.
Arkham guy with an assault rifle is gonna move. He's gonna move 8. Running back. Because he can't feasibly get anywhere anyway. Move 4 right here. And then. Right. That place. He's not gonna shoot.
Militia brute, and pre-measured, he's going to be jumping straight down to the bottom of the building.
After that, I'm gonna use my pass because I started with 5 guys against his 6.
Okay. So you've passed. Now I'm going to activate Arkham Knight Sniper. Arkham Knight Sniper, you'll have to do my measuring for me, if you please, is going to jump his way down to about here. He wants to inspire both of these guys, so somewhere within 4 inches of both. And leave enough space for him to run through over there.
That's fine.
That's fine.
He has got all of them.
Yep. And that he will inspire both of those guys for an extra movement.
Yeah, you are also within 16 of the gun, which is like perfect position. The god is gonna move slightly towards the ammo objective and just camp on it.
With high security prisoner, he's going to chop everything he's got. Total of 4 dice, plus 2 for combo.
She's on the ground, defense 2.
So 2s. Still get a 1, doesn't matter how many I roll. And then 4s.
4s. You need 3 of them successful.
With shot.
4s with rerolls.
So that's a total of 5.
That'll do her.
I'll do. That's enough, we won't carry on.
Right, that's
another point.
Another point. So, first of all, Constantine is going to spend one of his counters, like movement at this point. He's going to walk to the bat signal. Alright, we already checked that. He's going to manipulate it to turn it on. He's terrible at turning stuff on. He's going to turn it on. Come on. Turn it on. And then he's going to spend one of his magic points to use exorcism trait to add himself +1 to the spells he casts.
So to get this right, he is needing...
He needs... And then afterwards he's going to cast Resurrection to try to resurrect Azrael.
So So what are you doing
so
first?
the casting difficulty is 9 plus target's endurance, and Azrael's endurance 7, which means the difficulty for that spell is 16. His basic willpower of 8 gets +1 from the exorcism trait.
Big roll, because if he fails, he dies.
He needs a 7.
Do you want to roll in this one?
Yes.
That's
Right? He's gonna spend 1 point for the luck.
So technically, he would have died if it wasn't for his willpower, his luck. So he gets another chance to roll this.
Right? He's gonna spend another 1.
You can't re-roll a re-roll.
No, I'm gonna roll the other one.
The 4, yeah. Can he still do it? Yes. On a 6.
7.
Oh!
Alright? And then he's gonna place him within 4 inches of him, base to base with the
Constantine!
with the medical stuff. Azrael is being resurrected with 5 damage on him, so he's 2 of being dead, but he's back.
Lieutenant number 1, he's going to move his way as because there's nothing else he can do. He's going to try and move as fast as he can towards those objectives in the corner.
And just how fast is he?
He has a total of 4 in movement because he was inspired, and he had follow me. So with a 4 plus
12.
thank you, it's 12, and he's done, and that's it.
You score additional 2 for the Titan, and I score additional 9 for my objective.
Oh, the tide turns. And Martin's going to pull the...
Which is me again.
At the start of round 4, this is my setup. This is Martin's setup. It's not... So we're probably going to play through the end of this round, and then it might be called, because I think we'll see what happens to a few shots, and maybe a few people might die, but I think that's it. So Martin's got activation first.
And it's gonna be the Arkham
He's
guy
going
with an
to
assault rifle.
attempt to kill my lieutenant.
Because that's all he can see, really. So
Where are you
please.
rolling? Over here.
3 hits.
3
Bingo.
hits.
Ping them.
3 pings. That's 1 ping, that's 2 ping.
terrible.
That's 1 goes through, so
We
he
don't
will
like
survive.
Right, so the damage black one is collateral. That is a knockdown and a triple blood.
A knockdown and triple blood. 3 blood. Alright, and Arkham Knight Sniper will activate. Did we work out he was in range?
Arkham Knight is exactly 16. Oh shit, sorry, I forgot to move him. Never mind. No, just shoot him.
Yeah,
Just shoot him.
Yep.
Shoot him.
No, move him. He's allowed to move.
Because he was within 16.
Yeah, makes complete sense.
He's gonna leg it. He's gonna leg it. Where is he gonna leg it? He's gonna leg it there.
Taking my fun away.
Yeah.
So, what happens when he vanishes? Can he move into range?
He cannot move into range because he's now... You can't see him through that. Because he can only vanish 2. So 14, you have to go somewhere there.
It'll have to be there.
Yeah, you could be there.
Yeah,
you could be there, yeah.
Okay. All right, so he's going to vanish.
Yep.
Jump to there.
He's gonna jump 4 inches through here.
Actually, what I'm talking about, put him back, put him back.
Yeah,
put him back, he can't vanish.
Well,
Lies!
not allocated properly.
Not allocated properly. A vanish would be a great idea right now. Instead, he's going to get onto an objective.
He's gonna get onto objective.
Chuck him onto an objective. He's got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 inches.
You can easily go to the other side of Titan.
So he can get onto Titan. Very good. And that's his activation.
Right, there's no passes in this turn because there's no passes during this turn. Zatanna. Zatanna is gonna start by healing Constantine. Because why wouldn't she? She does it. She heals a single blood. Alright, then she's gonna do recognition. I don't know on whom, but she's gonna do recognition. She really has nothing better to do at that point, really. So she's just gonna not do anything and just move. Alright, then she can hover for what it's worth, because nobody cares about pings anyway. And that's her.
Okay. And back over here, Mr. Lieutenant will sidle onto his objective. It doesn't matter which one.
No matter which one.
That one on the right, then he can go on the one on the left, and that's his activation.
Constantine is going going to spend 3 to, I don't know, maybe heal somebody. Might heal. He's just gonna move. Actually, no. Let's do Azrael. Azrael is just gonna move his 7. Wait, let's just do this properly. Let's just do this properly. He's gonna try to see if he can get additional counter, which he does, because he's always doing that. He's gonna get the 3rd one in movement. He's gonna spend all of them, putting him on the 13 inches he can move. And he's just gonna jump right there. To put it legitimately, he's gonna
I think.
right there.
And then
His base cannot fit.
a high security will jump onto his, and I think at this point we probably call the game because that's pretty much it.
I mean,
I think you've won.
Constantine is just gonna.
Okay, yeah, we'll move Constantine,
there.
will move to there, and that's pretty much it. And then, so if you want to do the maths for me,
So the end of
at the end of that round, 4th round,
the end of that turn, I'm gonna score my 12, putting me on 28, and you're gonna score your 8, putting you on 20.
and then
And then we have 2 more rounds, and we're scoring 4 more, so plus 8, putting me on 36, and you on what? No, like putting me on 12, 16 points lead.
very good. So, what's your feelings about that game?
It had 2 crucial moments of Azrael dying to being pushed, which was okay, I guess. That's what happens. Nearly dying Constantine, who barely managed to resurrect Azrael, but like in essence, on average, it just should happen. I don't know. It's just magic is strong. The counter is good, but if you need a counter, it's.
I mean, it's less than 50% chance, I'd say, for actually achieving with something like that. I think if the luck's with you, you've got a good shot. If you can get rid of Constantine early on, which I very nearly did, but I didn't have enough there to back up Sniper. I should have put on. I should have split my forces a little bit better than I did. Part of the problem with having Militia is they need to be together, and you're forced to more. The nth medallion doesn't help your situation because it forces you to be more together. So you end up having this ball, and you get split into this kind of 2 parts, which means that you can't really achieve it. And I think Magic can get round, and I think between the 2 of them, they don't really care that much about the nth medallion. There's enough between the other people that aren't in the nth medallion, or even they normally can re-roll to actually get it. So yeah, I mean you can see from this kind of game that even with the ping changes, even with the kind of the situation, there is definitely
There was not a single ping from Magic. In
there wasn't because the Zatanna doesn't need to ping. I mean, yes, dodges exist, but there's not everybody has access to it unless you're playing a full-on acrobat team. I think that it's your average.
Noting that this table actually has like a proper deployment for the table. It has 4 large buildings, 4 small obstacles, plenty of scattered terrain, so pings should be there and should exist. Yet they actually got kind of ignored.
Yeah.
Because none of the magicians have to force the pings. They can just walk around and they just walk around the place where there's no ping and then just mow down people.
So I mean,
Zatanna, just worth noting, this game, Zatanna did 4 blood from the Eldritch Bolt, then 2 blood from the Magic Ball, then 2 blood from her spell, then 3 blood from fire, onto Death Shot. He died with the fire, and a stun which KO'd him.
And healed 2 blood as well.
Yeah, she healed 2 blood of her. Constantine didn't do much, but he actually raised back Azrael, which is like plus 77 points, and that Azrael scored 3 points. So even if you kill him back, then I brought back Model, but he already scored his points back, and if you're gonna get killed again,
Crazy.
And that was on a 7 with rerolls.
Yeah, I mean, it feels very difficult to play against. I mean, that I'm playing one of a stronger list here. I mean, this is the kind of list that would do very well on average in tournaments across the board before Magic. Even now, I think in an average non-level Magic situation, it would still be a very good list, other than the fact that Magic exists. And you can see the reason why a lot of tournaments might be choosing not to do this kind of use Magic at all, because I think this is a strong list in comparison to something like organised crime or any of the other kind of mid-range Penguin lists.
Let's not get into Penguin with that.
They're not even Penguin. I think that it's kind of crazy. What I will say is I didn't have a bad game, and it's still enjoyable. It was very cagey. And I think that at the start, after round 2, maybe there's a chance if you didn't do that reroll to a 6 on Azrael, and maybe an earlier shot might have done 1 more damage to him. Maybe that would have made the difference. But that being said, I think
he also has Survivor and rerolls for Survivor.
Yeah, definitely he could have come back. And also, I think that there was an issue with my placement. I think I realised halfway through that I wasn't able to actually get to the place that I wanted to be, and maybe I should have moved through the sewers more effectively as well. But otherwise, I think it was generally a good game, and it kind of shows the level and power that exists with Magic, and I think that's the intent that we wanted to do from the start of this. So,
there's one more caveat for that.
Yeah, go for it.
That's my 4th game with Constantine.
There you go.
So I have plenty of stuff to actually learn.
Yeah.
But you can't really play with him because nobody wants to play you.
That's the thing. I think this is the other problem is that between Constantine and when I think I could play against Constantine and I could play against Satana, but the two of them together, it becomes that amount of blood damage is it's just if they're together it's so hard to deal with. But anyway, I think with that we're going to kind of sign off today. But so thank you very much and good night.